Hey, good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weather update here on your July 2nd, 2025. Now, before we get going, we always like to first say thank you and welcome aboard to any new followers on our page. And if you're not yet officially a follower, please give our main Facebook page a like today. Now, if you happen to be catching this report over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. Well, things not looking too bad across most of North Georgia for today. We do have a few stray showers up across extreme northeast Georgia. We're expecting that. We got a frontal system that's moving through the area. And otherwise, looking pretty good. A little bit less humidity coming on in here and setting up for the next couple of days looking pretty good. But there's some developing question marks on my weekend forecast. I'm not going to make a change just yet, but I do want to show you what I'm a little concerned about. We're going to talk about that in this update. So right now, taking a live look there in Helen, Georgia, looking pretty good. Folks enjoying the great weather out there, maybe getting an early jump on the 4th of July. Of course, that's coming in on Friday, but looking pretty good up there in Helen. And also down toward Lake Lanier, also looking pretty good. Some sunshine, fair weather clouds, and looking pretty good here across our area for today. Now, as I mentioned, we do have a few stray showers. There they are just to the east of Helen. Again, the frontal system's kind of moving in right here. We're getting a few isolated showers there, but again, most of North Georgia looking pretty good here for this afternoon. And again, any showers should be mostly confined off toward the east because here's the frontal system. Again, once the frontal system moves on through, we should be seeing some pretty quiet weather here, looking pretty good here across the area. And you're going to notice the humidity down just a little bit. And we'll definitely take a little bit of humidity break this time of year. Seeing some scatter storms down along the Gulf Coast and also looking pretty stormy there over into the Carolinas. All right, we're looking at a regional satellite. Got some cluster of storms here in the northern Gulf. We're going to be watching the northern Gulf as well as the southeastern portion of the Atlantic there as we're looking at potential for something tropical to develop. It's a question of where's it going to develop. So right now, the National Hurricane Center is putting a lot of this over off the southeast coast. If it develops over here, I think we're okay. But if it develops over here into the northern portion of the Gulf here, then we got some problems because, again, if it's over this way, I think we can throw the moisture up in Georgia a little bit better than if we'd say off the southeast coast. So that's a little bit of a concern. So I want to show you the North American model. This is an intermediate model. It goes about 84 hours here. It goes into Saturday. And it's spinning up something here more toward Florida, over toward the northern Gulf here than, say, the southeast. And as we get towards Saturday, it's throwing some moisture back up in here. Going into Saturday evening, and this looks like it's trekking northward. If that holds true, that's going to really kick the rain chances up going into Saturday and going into Sunday. If it stays off, then we stay drier. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a question mark to watch the forecast. Maybe we'll have a better idea of what it's going to do come tomorrow with the models when I give you your weekend update and get you ready for the 4th of July weekend. So just want to throw that out there. Just kind of watch that as we go through tomorrow. We'll see if that changes much. All right, let's go look at your forecast maps here over the next 7 days as we'll be looking at kind of a return, I think, next week to more traditional, we'll start getting the humidity back at us and we'll start seeing those scattered storms once again. So going into Thursday, not looking bad. Fronts down to the south. And then you notice as we go into Friday, still stays down there. All the moisture staying down there. So Thursday and Friday looking pretty good. Then as we go into towards Sunday, then we're looking at some scattered storms there. And then Monday, here comes the air mass storms coming back at us. And that'll continue. It looks like we're going to Tuesday and Wednesday as well. So right now, I'm just kind of going with some scattered storms for next week. And that's probably going to fluctuate and change a little bit as we get closer to it. So let's go ahead and get your forecast here for tomorrow. If you like today's weather, I think you'll like tomorrow. So we'll have abundant sunshine once again. Again, we'll see a few of those fair weather cumulus clouds, but generally 91, 61. And everybody's temperature is going to be fairly uniform, pretty close tomorrow. Morning lows here. Notice North Georgia here, low to mid-60s. That's going to feel pretty good. Again, with some of that dry air. Down near 70, down near Metro Atlanta, but upper 60s. Well, no, not bad. We'll take that for early July. Daytime highs tomorrow, kind of a mix of upper 80s and low 90s. But again, that humidity will not be a huge factor. In other words, you're not going to have a feel-like temperature that's going to be 5, 6, 7 degrees higher than the actual air temperature because the air mass is going to be pretty dry there. All right, daytime highs here for the regional map, 92 up in Nashville, 92 in Memphis, 94 in Mobile. Dry for the time being on the Gulf Coast, but some storms there across Savannah and down toward Jacksonville, temperatures near 90. All right, here we go for the next 7 days. All right, we're okay here for Thursday and Friday. I think that's not going to change that much. Low 90, right around 90, right around 70, not bad. Saturday, I don't have the rain chance in there just yet. But again, the Saturday, Sunday forecast, depending on where that low develops, if it develops, where it's going to hang its head. And then we're looking at an increased chance of rain going into next week. We'll see how that works out. I think that that's days 5, 6, and 7 rain chances is probably going to change a little bit. Just kind of really depends on the tropics. So we're kind of waiting and seeing at this point. The good news is, at least going into, I'm still looking at a dry 4th of July. Not going to be a problem there. I think 4th of July is looking pretty good. So for you folks going to fireworks shows, things like that, that's looking pretty good. And even if the rain does come in, at least the earliest, at least looking at the latest NAM model here, looks like it would be late in the day on Saturday. So Saturday's not like a washout or anything, but Sunday could be a little wetter. It really kind of depends on what exactly the system does as it gets spun up. All right, that is your all's weather update. Again, I appreciate y'all helping us with the rebuild. And if you have not done so, please hit that like button. Got to get those likes going, get the follower base going up there. So please help us out. Invite your family and friends here to the channel. And again, if you got any comments or you got any weather-related questions, as always, you can always post them down below. All right, that's y'all's weather update for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Till then, you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.